Elder Nelson recounts a then recent visit to Israel where there were armed guards and high tensions. I couldn't help but think of the most recent Middle East conflict we're experiencing right now. He says, in the land made holy by the Prince of Peace, contention has existed almost continuously from that day to this. Prior to his ascension from the Holy Land, the Savior pronounced a unique blessing. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. His peace is not necessarily political, his peace is personal, but that spirit of inner peace is driven away by contention. Contention usually starts with an individual, for we can contend within ourselves over simple matters of right and wrong. From there, contention can infect neighbors and nations like a spreading sore. Contention is a corroding canker of the spirit. He says, my concern is that contention is becoming accepted as a way of life. From what we see and hear in the media, the classroom, and the workplace, all are now infected to some degree with contention. How easy it is, yet how wrong it is, to allow habits of contention to pervade matters of spiritual significance, because contention is forbidden by divine decree. Christ said, he that hath the spirit of contention is not of me, but is of the devil, who is the father of contention. And he stirreth up the hearts of men to contend with anger one with another. Behold, this is not my doctrine, to stir up the hearts of men with anger one against another, but this is my doctrine, that such things should be done away. Contention existed before the earth was formed. Lucifer sought vigorously to amend God's plan by destroying the agency of man. Satan's selfish efforts to alter the plan of God resulted in great contention in heaven. The work of the adversary is in opposition to the work of God. Satan fights against strategic targets essential to that holy work, targets like individuals, the family, leaders of the church, and divine doctrine. The family has been under attack ever since Satan first taunted Adam and Eve. Parents should protect one another and their children while raising them righteously, knowing that the aim of the adversary is to destroy the integrity of the family. Leaders of the church are targets for attack by those who stir contention. Each general authority chose another occupation, but the reality is, as with Peter or Paul, each was surely called of God by prophecy and by the laying on of hands by those who are in authority. Of course, the authorities are human, but to them God has entrusted the keys to his divine work, and he holds us accountable for our responses to the teachings of his servants. Divine doctrine of the church is the prime target of attack by the spiritually contentious. Contention fosters disunity. Elder Nelson asks, what can we do to combat this canker of contention and replace it with a spirit of personal peace? Show compassionate concern for others. Control the tongue, the pen, and the word processor. Bridle the passion to speak or write contentiously. And I will add things like comments, texts, posts, etc. As Paul said, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. Such high mutual regard would then let us respectfully disagree without being disagreeable. Personal peace is reached when one, in humble submissiveness, truly loves God. It is the first commandment, the foundation of faith. As we develop love of God and Christ, the love of family and neighbor will naturally follow. Then we will eagerly emulate Jesus.